Well, I've talked a lot about the imperative for all-encompassing innovation, and we've talked a lot at these conferences about tech innovation, but we really need to focus on business model and financing structure innovation. And the reason why it's so important to get that right is that when you look at the regulatory regimes, when you look at the IRA, what that brings to bear, the public funding with the private sector partnerships, today, a lot of the low carbon projects will require more equity risk capital. And so we need more partners to step up. And whether that will come from corporates, whether that will come from private capital funding, we're seeing the ability to raise very large energy transition funds, but we actually need that capital to be flexible and nimble. So one of the things that we're working on is effectively, how can you accelerate the revenue stream from the 45Q? The tax equity market is not deep. We've talked about it. It's about $20 billion annually. It will not be sufficient or efficient enough to really be a true solution to accelerate funding of these projects. And so we're looking at alternatives on this. We're looking at the tools in the toolbox. So the IRA, obviously, with the 45Q for CCS, for example, provides a very interesting revenue stream. And the question is, how can we accelerate those cash flows? How can we effectively get the funding ahead of time when it's needed? And so the IRA really answered a little bit of that with direct pay, but we're still looking at the transferability question for the next 7 years. And so there's an arsenal of solutions, but we need something that's much broader, much more efficient as a market than what the tax equity market is today. Today, it's around 20 billion in annual volumes, and that's just not sufficient. And it's really just with a few counterparties. We need better access to capital on that, and securitization is probably an interesting pathway. We're investigating it.